Tonight's guest has charmed and challenged us in an array of motion pictures, from Looking for Mr. Goodbar to Days of Heaven, Yanks, for which he received a Golden Globe nomination, The Cotton Club, Mo Better Blues, for which he received a second Golden Globe nomination, The Caveman's Valentine, It Could Happen to You, Racing with the Moon, Dr. T and the Women, Eve's Bayou, Unfaithful, The Red Violin, Die Hard with a Vengeance, which he directed. At 7018 Hollywood Boulevard, you will find his star on the Walk of Fame. Until tonight, the guest who grew up closest to the new school, where we are at this moment, was Whoopi Goldberg, who started her life in Chelsea, but I think the record now belongs to you. Where were you born?
I was born in Deloise, Paris. I lived there for 14 nights before we were cuckolded out by a herd of rampant clowns. And we moved over to the States. My father swore me in as a Pekingese duck.
And your mother's name was, she had a great name.
Her name was Delilah Biscuits. That was all one name.
Was your father a strong influence on you?
He was very strong. He had one huge left arm and then a little tiny arm. So he would beat us with this arm and then reward us with a tickly arm on this side.
I understand your father was something of a disciplinarian.
We used to call him Popeye Rex. And all the kids used to love the tickling side, and when he got angry, he punched those little fuckers in the face.
Didn't you win an elementary school contest when you were 7?
It was a very tough school, and the way to get around was to be beautiful. So I used to steal my mother's makeup when she wasn't looking, and I'd go into school and I'd do an impression of her. And that's what won me the prize.
We're prepared to be the judge of it, you know.
I haven't done that impression in some time, but maybe I can give it a go.
Were you in The Wizard of Oz?
Oh, it was great. I played the Munchkin who hung himself. It was a great honor, and I think it really added to the film.
How much music was there in your family?
Well, we actually had a native Indian who lived under our stairs, and he would teach us the ways of the bongo and other traditional native Indian instruments.
How many instruments did you learn?
He would often teach me the rum-tum-tum. He said, "Come under the stairs and I'll rub your belly." And it didn't sound like music to me, but he assured me it was music. So how could I argue with him?
What was your first film role?
My first producing film role was on the film Mince the Squid.
When should it begin, do you think?
And in the Mince the Squid film, there's a famous scene where they come across a werewolf. And as soon as they see him, they shout, "That werewolf's got a Nord!"
Where'd you get the hair?
The werewolf's hair was actually cat hair from many different species, Persian and cat litter as well, mixed in with it, and it just added to the Nord. So their reactions were real. We didn't show them the Nord until the scene, so when they shout out, "Werewolf's got a Nord!" they're really terrified of that hair. I'm very excited about my new movie coming out next summer. It's going to be a great anti-hero film. There's all these superhero films now. This is an anti-hero film called The Bad Guys, and they're up against the coalition of the Amazon.